We could just sit really still and pretend like we're frozen.
Well, it didn't work last week, so we'll have to see if
No,
it works
that's
this week.
yeah, we shouldn't do that this week.
It's like
So we had technical difficulties last week, and it just stopped recording, didn't it? It stopped streaming about 2 minutes in.
I don't know whether LinkedIn just figured out that we're just the wrong uns.
Yeah, maybe it just doesn't like us. Maybe it does actually listen to what we say on here.
Or somebody did, and it's like, nope, are those two?
If that were to happen again, we are live over on YouTube. Do you know what? Let me just stick the link in. Now, we are live over on YouTube, and so if you want to join us there, you can.
Yeah, I can't see the link. Am I in the wrong thing?
I haven't put it in yet.
No.
I'll put it in the link, yeah. All right.
Copy it from there and put it on, because it only shows on YouTube, because it comes from your YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. Here we go. Are we live now? Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's starting. Felice will be there. I've got it on here.
Oh, it's saying it's not started yet.
Click
I wonder if it's just a bit of a delay.
Either that or it's like, yeah. Right.
YouTube link. All right, I'm going to put it in the comments just in case people don't know where it is. But yes, I mean, we don't even know if anyone's watching.
And they do those. It's like sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. If you're watching us live, welcome. Sorry. If you're joining us for the first time, you are in the right place. This is WTF, Women Talking Facts. This is the weekly live where Michelle and I will bring to you examples of cretinous behaviour from around the web. We'll dissect it, take the piss out of it, talk about why it's horrific. And you get a chance to join in the comments, share your feelings. Little side note, comments are public on LinkedIn, on the event page. So if you are in one of those positions where you are worried about people seeing your comments, slide on over to YouTube and you can leave your comments over there and it still shows up here.
Yes.
Yes.
Unless people will be able to see it, because we're not famous yet on YouTube yet.
No, we're not. But we also don't do any promotion over there either. We just go live every Friday.
So we'll accidental find for some lucky people, maybe at some point. Or not.
No. I'm Felice, founder of Loud Women. So I exist to help women to claim their space, promote their business with confidence, not just confidence, the fucking audacity. And also to break down the barriers that keep women small, keep women quiet, and make them feel like they shouldn't be talking about themselves with any real kind of authority, owning their achievements, their successes, their talents, and saying fuck no to all of that. I've also written a book. Part of that work is challenging misogynistic people, mostly men, online. And as part of that work, I collected together all of the different comments that I've received, and I've grouped them into 6 main archetypes of commenters. These are the disingenuous ones, the ones that aren't showing up with genuine curiosity and wanting to learn. And in that book, I talk about them. I talk about the rise of online misogyny, why people do it, the impact that it has on women, and how you can become somebody who is unaffected by dickheads in your comments. So yeah, it's on Amazon if you want to go buy it. Over there.
So my name is Michelle Minikin. I am an organisational psychologist, coach and author. I authored one book and co-authored another book. Hang on. I've got my props. Shelley.
Okay.
I wrote this mostly by myself, but with my awesome bookworm woman who is called Karen, who is going to come, and Karen Roundtree, she wrote a book called The Divine Feminist, and she's going to come and bless us and welcome us into our online, well, not an online retreat, it's an actual in real life retreat in October. And then I wrote this book with my wonderful friend Caroline Boomer, who I'm spending the whole day with tomorrow at Festival of the Girl in Newcastle. If you have a daughter, come along and join us. We're at Newcastle University Sports Centre. Just Google Festival of the Girl, you'll find it. There we go. There's all my adverts. I did 4 adverts. Your book, my other book, the retreat. Yeah. Oh, and the Festival of the Girl. I was getting all of the stuff in and here. So yeah, we're going to be promoting the retreat next week. So I'm so excited.
Yes, we've done the rounds now with our clients, our subscribers, and our communities. And yeah, next week it will be available publicly for you to book a place if you would like to join us in October. It's going to be brilliant. But yes, as always, all the trigger warnings, because we just talk about all of it on here. And shall we get into quick structure? If this is your first time, sorry. We go through a few examples, normally around 6. We try and bring 3 each. Sometimes takes a while to whittle them down because there's so many. And then at the end, we have a section called FAFO, where we like to show examples of people who fucked around and found out and got their comeuppance in delicious ways. And so that we don't send you off just with like a whole heap of
rage and trauma.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about you, but it makes me feel a little bit better to know that there's at least some justice in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to Twitter.
As per usual.
We're going to Twitter. We are going to Twitter first. Okay. This time, and let's. Do you want to just explain to people who this man is?
This man is an MP, member of British Parliament. He was a Tory, and now he defected, because he was too bad even for the Tories, bless him. To reform. He's called Lee Anderson, and he is affectionately known as 30p Lee because he thinks it only costs 30p a day to feed people, because he's an absolute one of those. And this is a cameo that he recorded for someone. Interesting, which has been leaked online.
Hi Claire, it is Lee Anderson, the Reform UK Member of Parliament, and I've got a very, very special Valentine's message from a chap called Gary, and he says he loves you very much. In fact, he loves you more than you will ever know. He adores you. He worships you. You're the best thing that's ever happened. There's not a second goes by in each day where he's not thinking about you and the happy times you've had together. Absolutely worships you. And he also says, get back in that kitchen and get some food on and get them pots done. Happy Valentine's Day, Claire.
Oh, so Felicia's just deleted herself. The web's gone. Are you on there? Oh, I had a really good comeback for this, and she's not even here to see it. Felice, come back. It is.
Close the wrong tab.
I was like, no.
Is that video still playing?
No, the video went off when you went off.
No, but for me it was still playing because I thought I'd closed that tab and I hadn't.
That's so funny. Shit. So what I was gonna say, and what I wanted Felice to watch, is if you received that message from that man on Valentine's Day, surely that's some kind of cause for like divorce.
All right. Do you know what? Some of the language as well, like I love you more than you'll ever know. Like
I know, it's like creepy.
Yeah, there's the kind of stuff that quite often goes hand in hand with no one will ever love you like me. There was something vaguely threatening I felt about some of the language. And then to finish it off, but I think like, yeah, okay, the chances are this guy had given him some notes to include in the message, but the media literacy people, like, you must know that this shit is going to end up on the fucking internet. Like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, so I think the partner's a piece of shit for recording this and for that being the Valentine's message.
He paid
And
money
even-
for this. He paid
Yeah.
money.
I paid him, that man. He chose him. He didn't. It's not like luck of the draw. He looked at that man and went, "Yep, that's who I want to deliver." Do you know? I feel so sorry for women who are in relationships and marriages with men like this. I genuinely do.
Mhm.
You know, people ask me why I'm still single, and I'm like, well, when this is on offer, why would it be? Yeah, with like top picks like that out there.
It's just insane, dude.
Yeah.
It is nuts.
But I'm sure he'll just, you know, they'll laugh. It was just a joke.
Oh.
You women just take everything so seriously. Ugh,
Yeah, it's
it's
hilarious.
humor. Yeah, it's so funny.
Raj has had loads of his leaked as well, and he's been like caught saying some really awful things that people,
Yeah,
they
they
don't
really
have.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sensible people would have limits around the things that they will say, because again, you know, that video, the logo's not obvious that it's Cameo.
Mm.
And if they'd cut out that first bit, somebody could have, it's just so easy to edit.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's talking to somebody. Yeah, and just like in the age of AI, we don't even need to be doctoring real videos. We just make fucking fake ones. But yeah.
No, it's insane. And it's saying there's also, this is somebody that we pay our taxpayer money. We give him £90,000. It might have gone up recently, actually, because they keep putting their own wages up.
It's not like he needs the money.
It's like we give him 90 grand a year to be
Yeah.
an MP and to represent his constituency.
Plus
And
he gets a home and living expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's doing cameos for like 50 quid a pop on Valentine's Day.
And problematic misogynistic ones.
Yeah.
Good dude. I mean, it's not surprising that he's reform, obviously.
But just like,
yeah,
we give these people power and we give them money, and it's just it's like, as a species, we just need to fucking have a word with ourselves, quite frankly. Just
yeah. And you know, I'm not even mad that he's doing Cameo. You know,
I am. I was like, do your job. This isn't your job. In his, and he's doing it in his office.
That takes like a few minutes, doesn't it? And you know, some people love MPs. Like if Jess Phillips was on it, I'd want a birthday message from Jess Phillips. I'd be like, if she's on it, somebody go and buy me a birthday message from Jess Phillips. Just because I don't like
to be on it though.
No, I know she's not, but I'm saying if she were, then I wouldn't have a problem with her being on it. So it's not that it's Cameo, it's that this is how he uses it.
I'm upset with both of the things. And
the husband for requesting it.
Or partner or stalker, we don't know.
Yeah. This thing, we don't even know if they're together. Maybe they've broken up. Oh God, somebody needs to check on that woman. Either way, whether she is married to him or not. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the least worst one today. Oh, you know what? As well, I just want to say, it reminded me when we're doing that march, and some guy with a Bible sign was shouting at us to go back to the kitchen. It's like, why is this? Oh, when they mentioned it on the Manosphere thing that I have not watched, and I have absolutely no intention to watch either, because like, whatevs. We know this shit already. We talk about this every week. With like, it's like, what is the kitchen thing? And I said on the call this morning, yeah, it was really interesting. It's like, if women are supposed to be in the kitchen, why are so many of the top rich chefs men?
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me that if we just go by people who excel in a particular skill, men actually seem to be more predisposed to be excellent cooks than women.
I can hear Milo snoring.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, it's so cute.
I think he's like right behind me. Oh, bless him. You can really, it's quite loud, isn't it? I think he might have a touch of hay fever because he was a bit sneezy on the walk today. And you know when dogs sneeze, it's like their whole body. They sneeze with their whole body. And we were stood waiting for these. The walk is where a school playground is, and the kids have to walk across the path to get to the school. And they all like traipsing past. So he's like, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at that cute dog.
He's so cute."
He's like sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. Yeah. So I think that's why he's a bit congested. Okay. Least worst. So this article came out this week, basically saying that men are waiting longer to have children. So there are fewer men who are the same age as women who are thinking about having children. So there's more women who want children but cannot find somebody who wants to settle down and have babies because men are putting off responsibility and get married and having babies, which to be fair, I don't think anyone should be having children unless they want to. So if men don't have kids,
good,
men shouldn't have kids. The whole a lot of they said like 30 years ago, men who were like 24, 25 or 40 years ago, men who are 24, 25 were like married and have kids. Now often they haven't even left home because financially they fucking can't. So the premise of the article just basically says that it's no good or bad thing, but I posted this on LinkedIn, and I'll just say most of my posts get very, very few men commenting. Very, very few.
Well, this one.
Not this time. Oh, they showed up. They weren't having this. They weren't having any blame. Pointing fingers. Even though I said, it looks like men are partly to blame, because that's right. Like men are making the decision as well as women. But my point was, it's just ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous. But I thought, you know what? If it takes pointing the finger at men for men to start pointing the finger elsewhere and not at women, I'm like, do you know what? I'm totally for it. Means justify the ends and all that. But yeah, men were not happy. I was accused of fueling the men versus women and pointing fingers. Some guy, obviously some of them, the puppets of the patriarchy, popped up with a little manosphere quotes. It's men aren't choosing women because women are too much work. Men are choosing peace. I was like, are they though?
That's not what you say. That's what women say. Peace.
Is that what they're doing? Yeah.
How can you be choosing peace and also be having a massive loneliness epidemic? I don't understand.
And also be bitching about it the entire fucking time. Like, men suffer in silence. No, they fucking don't. Why do I keep hearing about it? So yes, the response to this, and this is on LinkedIn. I'm talking about LinkedIn as well, which is always just like slightly, because you expect that shit
more
on
subdued.
The other platforms. But yeah, the men were not happy. But I did try to ask them if they brought that same energy to the trillions of other articles that called women selfish, and it's selfish women as blame for the low birth rates. And weirdly, none of them responded to say that they had indeed brought that same energy to posts where women get blamed. No. We do not allowed to blame the men for any of it.
It's so funny. I've seen so many posts. So there's been recent research released about how looking at all of the stuff we've been taught about, it's like when conception happens. I was trying to think of like, how do I say this in the PC way? But I don't need to say it in the PC way. Just say it. We always used to be taught that the egg was passive and the sperm was just like racing and like.
Oh yeah, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
And honestly, it's like
not what happens.
It's not. It's all of the egg. Egg is being discerning. The egg is killing off the bad sperm. The egg decides which one, if any, she allows in, and it's like it's brilliant. But you see, it's the same. It's the same stuff on there. It's like, and the fact that men's sperm degrades too. We've all been told like, oh, if you have children
Men can have babies
after
forever.
after 25, you're a geriatric mother. I'm being
Yeah.
facetious. I know it's not that low.
I think so. Maybe then we need to start making podcasts about how men are being lied to. Men are being lied to. They're being told that they can keep having babies into their 70s, and actually they need to, they need to get on it because their sperm starts declining in their late 30s, and so they need to be getting, because otherwise, they're putting off because they want to go out and drink with their mates and they watch football all day on a Saturday. I'm deliberately being stereotypical because this is the shit they say about women.
But the thing is, as well,
they're going to wake up in their 70s and there's not going to be anyone to wipe their ass when they can't do anything.
But medical researchers have not cured endometriosis. They have, it takes like 7 years on average for a woman to be diagnosed with this very, very painful condition. But what they have done is they've taken that geriatric sperm and made little nano robots, little teeny tiny robots that helps the geriatric sperm make its poor decrepit way down and to fertilize an egg. I'm like, hang on a second.
Do you know what? There comes a point where I'm just like, someone just take me out, while I'm sleeping. Just
take you out on a date to Harrods and ply you with champagne.
I mean, take me out. Just take me out of this. I want a different timeline, please.
Yeah. And more research is done on erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. Even though erectile dysfunction affects the same percentage of the population as endometriosis, endometriosis has far more serious side effects and complications and implications for women.
But so much of the research in endometriosis is how they impact men.
I mean, when that study came out, I was just like, and it was funded, fucking funded study to look at the impact on male partners of women with endometriosis. And do you know what the number one complaint was? You didn't get enough sex. Didn't get as much sex as I used to. That was one of their big issues. It's like, the rage. People ask me why I'm so angry. Where does the rage come from, please? And I'm like, fucking shit like this.
I know. It's like, and this is why in October we're holding what we are affectionately nicknaming it as the Feminist Rage Retreat, to look at why we're so angry and how to put it to good use.
Yes. It's a space where it's okay to be fucking angry, because we're not supposed to be angry, are we? Women aren't supposed to be angry.
We're not allowed that emotion.
We're supposed to express anger. That's solely reserved for men. We're not allowed to express it.
We get called hysterical and locked up in asylums if we are. So
yeah.
Which Trump's bringing back, apparently. He signed an executive order or whatever he does to bring back asylums. So that's fun stuff to watch for.
I mean, he'd be fucking first in it, wouldn't he?
Did you see what he said last night?
The woman from Japan. Oh my God. It's just a humiliation kink at this point. Like, it has to be. He has to have a humiliation kink to so willingly humiliate himself on a global stage by saying the shit that he says and making everyone else around him feel so uncomfortable.
Or dementia.
Just like the latest episode of the soap opera called America. It's anyway.
Yeah.
We
went off on one of that one, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, and hey, John, we see you in the comments. Hello, welcome. I think it's important to listen to these conversations. Yes. The fact that you're here means that we are not talking about you. Just like that. Well, unless you are a problematic man, then we are. But the fact that you're here implies that you're at least trying. So welcome to the space.
And it shows us we're actually live on LinkedIn as well this week instead of being
Do you know what? I was on a session this week, and it was marketed as for women, but a man joined, and I was talking about the fact that I don't create content specifically to educate men. People are asking, like, do you run sessions for men? Do you include them? And I'm like, no. I make my content for women. So because I find that the men that want to learn they're here anyway. They're not bothered the fact that I'm not talking directly to them. They don't need me to cater to them. And the ones that don't care, why would I waste my time trying to cajole them into caring about something they don't care? And also there are men out there that talk about this stuff. They can learn from them, don't have to learn it from me.
And they wouldn't learn it from you as well, because all the research shows that men that listen.
Anyway, I got like about 2 minutes into that little bit, and the man's camera went off, and then about 3 minutes later said, "Oh, I've got to go." But I left the meeting. We were like, "Oh, I don't think he's going to come back."
Oh, well, it wasn't for him anyway, but yeah.
No, I think it just made him uncomfortable.
I know. I keep getting asked when I'm going to write the book about boys and men as well.
Maybe but genuinely, I think the people that actually need it, they're predisposed to dismiss everything that we say because we're women. And the likelihood is they'll dismiss your opinion because you're not a man. So they love to say that you don't know what it's like to be a man. So actually, I don't think there's really
any point me making
writing about men. I just,
if I was going to write about men, I wouldn't write it for them. I'd write it for women.
Yes, that's different. Yeah. Which is basically whenever I clap back at someone or use someone as an example, I'm not trying to talk to them. I'm holding them up as an example. Go, see, women, look at this joker. See what he's doing? It's never about trying to change them. Like, there's not here to do that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
John, you are feeling the full force of what we got. We've been called feminist maniacs, and our band name or first song, I can't remember which way round it would be, but the misandrists, apparently. That's what we are as well.
Yes, and our second album is called Hysterical Screeching.
We got
yeah. Some guys like, I'll leave you to your hysterical screeching.
Yes.
And I was like, do you mean me just coming back to you and disagreeing with what you said? Anyway, which one do you want to do? Which one do you want to do next?
They're both shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think we'll go doctor.
Okay.
So this is a former doctor, a man, he's slightly a monster, actually, called Nathaniel Spencer from Birmingham, who has been accused of 45 sexual offences against 38 female patients at Royal Stoke Hospital and in obviously Stoke-on-Trent, and then the Russell's Hall Hospital in Dudley. I don't know why my accent went funny there, like Dudley. I have to say it with the Dudley accent. Anyway, so yeah, he faces 15 counts of sexual assault, 17 counts of assault by penetration, 9 counts of sexual assault of a child under 13. I'm going to read that again. 9 counts of sexual assault of a child under 13. 3 counts of assaulting a child under 13 by penetration, and 1 count of attempted assault by penetration. How many times did these children and women have to say something before anybody took him seriously? This offending is prolific. This is the offending that they could charge. How much offending went unreported? This is a doctor. Somebody who has...
How much... Yeah. I guarantee some of these women have reported this or at least so what, give me a little bit of the context. Were these women under sedation or anything, or was he just outright just in the doctor's office and he was raping them?
He was at a hospital, so it's in like, so you don't go to hospital. So a GP, we've had a couple of those this week as well, but a GP, you would actually be one-on-one in a room with him. He'd be your family GP, and you know.
Yeah.
But this guy is in the hospital just like Jimmy Saviling, which is what Jimmy Savile did in hospital, and like anybody was a potential victim. And so there would have been, so the people who are under anesthetic or anything, they probably wouldn't even know.
No.
So
I think I think when it's children they would have done, but perhaps they just didn't know, either didn't comprehend what, they just know something had happened, but they didn't know what. Or it was just too horrific to think about.
No, I know.
But like, yeah, to get to then these are just the charges. Like, I guarantee there's more victims who they either haven't been able to find or they weren't able to charge because there wasn't enough evidence.
So I read somewhere this week, I can't remember the exact numbers, but 6,500 rapes and sexual assaults happened in hospitals between January 2019 and October 2022. 3 years, 6,500 rapes and sexual assaults were reported.
That's just the ones that we hear about. I mean, how often do we see examples or cases where somebody has been assaulting, people who are, mentally incapacitated or in care homes or dementia homes or, in comas, and there is nobody to report it because those individuals are unaware.
They don't have the capacity to.
They don't have the capacity to. So those are just the ones that were reported. Yeah.
So you go into a hospital. Go on.
Should put in men in positions where they are wielding power over defenseless people.
Oh, the amount of the nursery ones this week been horrific as well. Yeah.
I don't know. I know that is a hugely problematic thing for me to say and hugely unpopular, but at the same time, how many people
when's the risk? Yeah.
How many people would it protect if we just said no men in those roles? Like I said, it would never happen.
Well, I'm 1,000% behind you on the nursery nursing roles.
Yeah, it's very simplistic argument, but it's but also what else is being done? What else is being done to protect people or prevent this from happening? We've had the report out now for, what was that, 2022? Mm-hmm. The report came out into violence against women and girls. It was declared a national emergency. All that's happened, we've had one announcement that they're thinking about putting some education in schools. In all that time, nothing.
No, it's not important. And we obviously last week we had Jess Phillips reading out all of the women.
Yeah.
I saw a statistic yesterday looking at the number of female senior people in organizations across the globe. The percentage is dropping year on year now. We are not moving forward. We are moving back on the rights of women.
Yeah.
And
do you know what I think the answer is to get together like a whole bunch of perimenopause or menopausal women.
Just the Gen Xers. The Gen Xers are going to solve this, are we?
And just start forming vigilante gangs. Because I reckon that might be enough of a deterrent. It's not like they worry about prison. Was it like less than 1% of all reported rapes end up in prison? They end up with any jail time whatsoever, and only 3% end up in court. Mm. So there's no fucking deterrent on the law side. If you commit a rape, there's 97% chance that nothing's going to happen to you, and 99% chance that even if it does, you're not going to end up in prison. So, So I'm thinking, we just start dishing out our own justice. The only thing that Handmaid's Tale had in its favour was the women dishing out the justice to the rapists. So I was on board for that bit.
We're going from
sorry,
men should be glad that we only want equality and not revenge to
maybe it's revenge. Yeah. Like men should be grateful, but you know what? Maybe they're not. So why the fuck? Maybe it's revenge. It is revenge at this point.
We're going to Kill Bill, are we? Kill Bill?
Yeah, why the fuck not? I mean, extenuating circumstances, I reckon,
Well, now menopause is classed as a mental illness, then we can,
There we go. Incapacitated although we probably should not talk about it on a live. Because that maybe suggests premeditation. All right, scrap that. That was a bit. End scene. Okay. I feel like this episode has descended into a little bit of chaos.
I know, John. It's not normally like this.
It's a little bit like this. We've gone full descended. I don't know. Maybe it's my hormones or something. I'm in my just rage. rage part of yeah. Or maybe it's just because I've had a few dickheads in my comments over the last 2 days, and I was just like, my patience is at zero. Is at zero. In hell. It's in hell.
Okay, cool.
Do you know what I saw? Someone put a post out last week that said maybe men's bodies are so warm because they literally came from the depths of hell. And I thought, you know what, that's actually like a good point. They are like a furnace, most of them.
Oh, I used to love it when we used to go camping with Oliver, because he, my little boy, was always a little hot water bottle, and I'm always cold. So I used to like, let's snuggle with mummy and keep mummy warm.
That's really cute.
Yeah, no, it was lovely.
Okay, what have we got next?
It's you now.
It is me. So it wasn't showing up because mine's videos. Oh, yeah. I felt like I went a bit Nessa then. Oh, what's occurring? That was terrible accent. Oh. Now, I use these examples, but genuinely they are funny as well, because they're so serious. Do you know what I mean? They come in, they're so sincere. But yeah, I've just labeled this one Angry Man.
Men are walking away from women. Not out of spite, not out of hatred, out of self-preservation. Because the state of modern women today means the juice is no longer worth the squeeze.
Ew.
Why? Because they compromise peace instead of multiplying it. They bring noise when a man wants calm. They bring conflict when a man wants clarity. And for men in their 30s and beyond, peace is the empire worth defending. Let's talk about the state of modern women. They've been shaped by culture, by social media, by a system that feeds them endless attention they were never supposed to have. And what does that attention create? Inflated egos, unrealistic expectations, endless insecurity. A woman today is flooded with more validation in a single day, than her grandmother got in an entire lifetime.
It's all projection. If we turned it around, it literally, all of that was, that's not a real person, though, is it? That was an AI.
No. I think it's a real person.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same shit that we hear over and over and over.
It's really funny.
From the manosphere. I think it's the super serious stance, and like just looking slightly off into the distance, and then like the plinky plunky music in the background, like, so it's all just so dramatic. But also, where do they keep getting this idea that women's job is to bring peace into a relationship? And like, you know, women are supposed to be we're supposed to be the multipliers of peace. You can't multiply from zero. Just, you know, zero
times whatever, it's still
1,000,
zero.
it's still fucking zero. So yeah, but that we're supposed to be like the peaceful, safe haven for men to like hold them and cradle them, and like, why? But also women aren't complaining about men leaving them alone. No woman is out here complaining to anywhere near this extent. It's like, you want to leave us alone? Cool. Like you do you, dude. You know, if you want to be seen, if you think women are too much drama, then you know, you go to you.
Yeah. Have your peace.
Yeah.
Leave us the fuck alone.
But it's just all of it. Yeah, all of it. It's the same old shit over and over and over. Funny. And over.
But I think that the end bit about like external validation.
Yeah. But from each other, from other women.
Yeah.
Women have always bigged each other up. We do it on social media so they can see it. But even in our grandmother's generation, if she had a gaggle of girlies around her, like bigging her up and telling her she was amazing, she would have had fellas courting her, telling her that she was beautiful, vying for her affections. Yeah. Like they act like all of this stuff is like suddenly shifted, and also they don't take into account that with that validation comes a fucking shit ton of negativity and pressure and judgment And literally, like this generation of girls has the worst mental health of any previous generation, because of the shit that they have to deal with online. But yeah, it's just like kind of that faux. I can't think what the word is.
Victimhood.
Yeah, but it's just like that. You know, it's supposed to be so emotional, and I can't think what the word is, but it's yeah.
It's like boo fucking who.
Yeah, and all the men in the comments are like, "Oh my god, bro, you're so right. These fucking women."
I honestly thought it was like an AI generated human, so I don't care enough to go and look for it. So yeah.
But all the women are just like responding to them, going, "So just leave us alone. Like, you don't need to go on social media and talk about how terrible women are and that you're choosing your peace and you're staying single. Like, if you're happy, go be happy." They hate it when they see women just out here living their lives, not talking about men.
I know. I'm really enjoying the fact that neither of us have thought that the manosphere Louis Theroux thing, we're going to talk about it a little bit, but not in a like, oh my god, this is so shocking and horrendous. I'm like, we see this every fucking week, babe.
But
like,
all of the men in Louis Theroux's documentary have been regular frequent flyers on this podcast.
Yeah.
Like, we know them. We've seen their shit. We've talked about their shit. We know exactly what they said in it. I don't need to rage bait myself by watching the documentary.
No, I was like, Joe's like, should we watch it? I'm like, I don't need to. Do this every week. It's like,
I know exactly what I was going to say.
We see them, and we know that they're playing.
And I think
character. It's for money.
Yeah,
that's
that's all. It's just a massive fucking MLM scheme, and they are ripping off young boys by getting them to, like, you know, literally streaming for like 8 hours a day. But the only reason they stay streaming is when people donate. So they're like coercing people into donating money, so that they stay on live,
buying their shit things,
or
investing in their dodgy bitcoins, or
using all of the gross sales tactics to like pry money from people. So it's just fucking money. But I think from the clips,
they're the caricatures, and
they
should just be like laughed at, quite frankly.
Yes, but I think from the clips, most people feel like he didn't do enough to push back. So I think that's another reason why I don't want to watch it, because I think it would annoy me. And right now I like Louis Theroux, and I don't want to watch it and be like, dickhead.
Dickhead of the week.
And of course, in the same week, we've also heard that Hulu have fucking cancelled the Buffy revival series.
Devastated. I might have had a little,
but they're spending money making shit like the Manosphere. I'm like, Netflix. Why are we spending money on that pile of steaming bollocks, when I think Netflix should now, as an apology to all of us women for the Manosphere, be picking up Buffy and making.
We need to email them.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been cancelling their Hulu subscription and giving that as the reason. A little bit of
I might join then to cancel. No, I'm joking.
Do you know what I'd also watch? A documentary on the women, the high-profile women who are the anti-Manosphere, the ones that are called it, like women like Drew Uffalo, who basically built her platform by being fucking horrible to misogynistic men. Like, I would watch a documentary about them and their work and what they're doing.
Yeah,
I think we need that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so two more. Your one and then my one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be taking it down a little notch now.
Take a deep breath before this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, effectively, what happened is a 13-year-old girl was raped, because you can't consent to sex under the age of 16, by 3 boys aged 12, 13 and 14. A member of the public saw 2 people walk past and called her a slut when this was happening to her. And because she didn't scream, she didn't fight back, she did what her body thought was the right thing to keep her from not dying, which is to freeze. They basically said, I know she didn't say that she wanted it, but she didn't say that she didn't want it. So therefore, we shouldn't I'm going to read this because this is it. The closing speeches by a woman, Rachel Shenton. So there was their solicitor or the barrister, whatever it is, who represented one of the defendants. Basically said, it starts with banter and flirting with somebody walking into bushes. They're not middle-aged people. These are adolescents. No, these are children, Rachel. The alleged victim herself said, I didn't say yes. Is that enough? She, blah, 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 blah. I asked the alleged victim if she told them to fuck off. She did not. She went into the bushes. I'm not seeking to throw shade at her. She's a young girl, immature. Why didn't she shout? Why didn't she scream? Why do barristers and solicitors and judges and juries not get told about the freeze response that literally our body goes into shutdown to protect us, to try and keep us alive?
Yeah. Because in that moment, you don't know what somebody's going to do. Like if somebody pulls a gun on you or holds a knife to your throat, are you going to scream and try and fight them? Or are you just going to be like, take my wallet, take whatever you want?
Yeah.
But yet when somebody is being physically assaulted in a rape situation, then all of a sudden it's a problem that she didn't scream and fight and try and get away. Yeah. When someone's literal body is a weapon against her surviving it.
Yeah. So three boys thought it'd be fun to, rape a girl, and they've now got off. So again,
I honestly, reading that article and what was said was fucking enraging. Yeah. Like they basically said, well, she flirted with them on the train.
Well,
like
she could have snogged all of them on the train. She didn't deserve what happened. You know what I mean?
13.
It's like,
yeah. 13. They shouldn't have taken her into the bushes. Even if she'd said she wanted it, she's 13 years old. She was 13 years old. She was a child. And I do believe that boys at the age of 14, 15 know the difference between right and wrong.
Well, we do know that because we know that the median age of a rape victim in this country is a 14-year-old girl. And they're not getting raped by, old men. They're getting raped by 14, 13, 12-year-old boys.
Yeah, I feel so awful for that girl who went through that and basically has just been told, we don't believe you, you wanted it.
Yeah.
They tried to say that the couple, when the couple called her a slut, that made her feel embarrassed, and so that's when she decided to call this consensual experience rape, because they embarrassed her by calling her a slut.
Okay, so what 13-year-old girl would consent to sex with 3 boys? It does not make sense.
Well, this thing, logically, which scenario is most likely? That a 13-year-old girl consented to have sex with 3 boys in a bush, or that 3 boys decided they were going to do it regardless, and she was terrified and so didn't scream or try to fight 3 boys who were older and bigger than her.
Yeah. And why did barristers and why did judges and why?
I mean, I get that they have to put the defense together and that's their job, but I don't know how you're going to sleep at night.
And the fact is, she's 15. This has taken 2 years to come to trial as well. So this is 2 years of this girl's life.
Length of time, isn't it? Was it 3-4 years is the average length of time it's taking to get a trial date for most rape victims.
It's like this feels worse than the rape, quite frankly.
I told you, vigilante groups, man. Vigilante groups. Women, it's time we band together, take things into our own hands. I know we've talked about it. I know you can't because your kid's too young. You can't go to prison right now. But you know what? 3 square meals a day. My parents will take Milo. Yeah.
It's just my heart is broken.
The whole thing about the perfect victim doesn't exist.
No,
the perfect victim doesn't exist.
No, because we believe 3 boys over one girl.
Yeah, of course we do. Well, we needed like 3 million fucking files to believe all of the
Oh,
Epstein
they took
victims.
videos as well. This wasn't like he
No.
said, she said. It happened. They
Yeah.
videoed it.
Yeah. No, so I think, but that was the defense, was that it was consensual and it wasn't rape. No one denied that sex happened. They couldn't, because there was fucking video evidence, and they shared that video evidence. At the very least, they should have been charged with making and distributing child pornography because she was underage. Maybe that's going to come next. I don't know. Maybe they'll file separate charges. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe because they're underage. Maybe, I don't know if they're allowed to. But yeah, it's just horrifically sad and frustrating.
And for every one of these that we hit the national press, there are countless that happen and they're not.
Well, not only that, the way they report on it as well is it just feeds into the narrative that women lie. You know, people read that article and think the jury believed it. The jury believed that version, and that's what happened. So therefore, they have another woman victim who cried rape after she.
I'm laughing because we're never going to get to jury duty. Everyone just watch this. I was just like, yeah, we're never going to get. Yes. Yeah,
you imagine it's like, oh, you're on a rape case, guilty. Oh, I don't even need to see it.
I don't even hear it. Yes,
don't even need to see it.
Lock 'em
like a 95% chance he fucking did it. We know from statistics. There's no way I'm voting not guilty.
Yes.
No, maybe we should.
Yeah, we're not going to be allowed to do
jury
any
duty.
No.
Nope. Okay. All right, last one. And we're going to round this up with the lovely people from the Heritage Foundation. If you don't know who they are the people behind Project 2025. And they dropped this lovely little speech this week.
Must be made not to recruit women into engineering, but rather to recruit and demand more of men who become engineers. Ditto for med school and the law and every trade. If every Nobel Prize winner is a man, that's not a failure. It's kind of a cause for celebration. Why can't our celebration of male excellence in sports be translated into all facets of life? More successful men will mean more happy citizenry and a stronger nation. Such medicated, quarrelsome, and meddlesome women gain their meaning through the seeming participation in the global project. They are agents of the new world, but not new life. Such women are now the backbone of every left-wing cosmopolitan party in the Western world, from the Greens in Germany to the Democratic Party in America. And if our ideal woman is a childless media scold or a barren bureaucratic apparatchik, there is no question whether we can have a future. We can't. There is a question of whether we deserve one.
Women have.
I don't think he said this week. I think he said it a while ago, but it's just kind of doing the rounds again. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I think it was 2022 he said it, but it's just like
barren women who are media skulls.
Well, why don't we just fucking burn them all? Just burn them at the stake like we used to do.
I mean, I feel like it's coming. I feel like that's going to be, well, they've already called for public executions of women who falsely accuse men of rape. And by falsely accused, they mean any woman who doesn't get a guilty verdict, by the way. That's it. If it's not guilty, she's a fucking liar. That's as far as they're concerned. They obviously have no idea how the law works. So yes, I feel like it's not far off. Maybe they'll start with like public floggings. I feel like that's probably where they'll start.
Yeah.
Or the thing like they did in Game of Thrones where they make you walk down the street and people throw shit at you and go, shame.
The thing that Jeremy Clarkson wanted to do to Meghan Markle, that one.
Yes, because he loves her and she hates the fact that she doesn't think about him. If there was a man scorned, it was Piers Morgan, the way he used to talk about her.
Oh, it was Piers Morgan, wasn't Jeremy Clarkson? Oh, yeah.
No, it was Piers Morgan. Yeah. And this is one of the weird things. I've seen a few clips of Piers Morgan recently. I feel like the world has turned on his access because I've agreed with it. I feel like I can't believe him. He was interviewing one of the guys from the Manosphere, and also he interviewed what's his face, the little virgin from the US.
Yeah,
That was
the
like
little
your
virgin.
body,
He said
my
the little
choice.
virgin from the US said something that actually made sense this week as well. So he was slagging off
Well,
Trump.
he's anti-Trump now, yeah, and also Candace Owen. It's like there's a couple of things that she said. I'm going, okay, so hell's froze over.
I have like retweeted the Pope recently.
You retweeted the Pope. I agreed with Candace Owens. Found myself rooting for Piers Morgan. I was like, what the fuck?
It's like we are in the upside down.
How bad it's got when it's even so bad that even those people are like, okay, do you know what? I can't stay on this train any longer. I need to get off. Yes, it's very weird. But you know what? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So just because they said one thing we agreed with doesn't mean like we're fans or anything.
But the Pope is, quite frankly, like I'm agreeing with everything he says currently, which just like worries me.
Yeah. Well, because I think even people who are right wing, but not like super right wing, are like right of the centre.
Oh, is this
Even
the
they're
Overton
like
Windows
this.
stuff?
Yeah, they're just like, this is a bit too much even for us guys. Like, yeah, we're a little bit right wing, but we don't want this.
Yeah.
How many Trump supporters are now regretting their choice? Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, right. We have 4 minutes and 2 faithos.
Go on, and the weather this Friday.
Oh, and the weather this Friday. Okay, let's do weather this Friday. It is sunny and warm, and my washing is hanging outside, which I'm just very, very happy about.
That is exciting. I could tell it was warm because you have like not jumpers on, a nice blouse. I couldn't remember what the word was. I'm like, it's
short sleeves.
Yes. So today in the north, because Felice is, if you haven't watched this before, Felice is on the south coast and I'm on the northeast coast. So I have, and I like to be accurate with my weather as well, just to say, I have currently got highs of 14 degrees, that's sunny and cloudy with a very gentle breeze and a 0% chance of rain, which is nice. But yeah, the clouds quite high up in the sky. It's those little wispy high clouds.
Okay, so it actually matches. Last year, I take the piss out of Michelle because she looks at the weather app and I just look out the window and say what it's like. And then she was like, well, I like to be accurate. And then last week, she read the weather app out and it said it was supposed to be sunny and it wasn't. It was cloudy. So I was like, you know, maybe just look out the window.
No, I like accuracy.
I was vindicated.
Oh, one
week.
A broken clock's right like twice a day.
All right, cool. We are. Oh, where's my picture? If yours is a video. Hang on.
Is the internet being weird?
I forgot to add this one.
That's okay.
There you go. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to say anything.
Tell us about this one, Michelle.
Oh, so Angie, this lady here, effectively was in the Manosphere documentary that neither Felice and I had watched, and basically she broke up with him afterwards because of what he said. So this is her putting her side of the story out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is brilliant. So his whole thing, you know, she got dragged onto set during his interview in the documentary, and I by the sounds of it, I understand it was the first time she'd heard that there was a chance that he may take 2 wives in the future. Although,
but she's not allowed to do anything. She has to be, she remain pure and available for him.
Yes, and I think hearing him say that to Louis Theroux, I think made her kind of go, not sure about this one. And she actually just broke up with him shortly after the filming of the documentary. Obviously, it's been a while till it's come out, so people have obviously watched it and have opinions about her. So she's had to come out and go, guys, I broke up with him ages ago.
Yeah.
So yes, but that did make me smile.
Me too.
Yeah, I was like, good for you, girl. Can't believe you're with him already. But she's already with. She has a long-term partner who's lovely. Who she's, in her words, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff with. Yeah, I think she was. The documentary opened her eyes to the man that she was living with, and she went, ew, what am I doing? And left.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Good for her.
So leave her alone, everybody. Stop picking on her. Yes.
Never a man that fucks around and finds out. And if anyone hasn't been following the Afro Man trial, it has just brought joy to my heart. So Afro Man, the local police raided Afro Man's house, and it was like a no-knock warrant. So they basically broke in through his front door. His family was there. They had guns, raided the whole house, found nothing because there was nothing. And, he feels he was targeted for basically just being a black man in America. So none of it was handled properly. They left loads of damage. There's CCTV around his house, and by the looks of it, he alleges that he caught them stealing money, like $400 or something, maybe even $4,000 of cash from his home. That they appeared to either be eyeing up or ate some of the cake that was on the counter, or just basically being disrespectful around his house. And because he has this footage from the security cameras in his house,
and he's a singer-songwriter.
And he's a singer-songwriter. He put a song together called Lemon Pound Cake, and
he put a whole album together about it. It wasn't just the one song.
Yeah, but I think that one song was the one that went viral. And in that song, the music video for it, he uses clips of the police officers in his home,
and he names them as well, doesn't he?
And he names them. But you can, because they've got their badge numbers and stuff on. So even if you hadn't named them, you could watch the video and see. And it's his private footage from his home. And then they tried to sue him for like emotional distress and shit. And one of the police department tried to sue him for putting the video together, saying it was like defamation and their lives had been ruined and impacted. And one of the police officers, part of his claim was that it ended his marriage.
Oh, because another one was around. There's a song about him shagging one of their wives.
Yeah.
It's like he went full unhinged in such a beautiful way.
Yes. And then Afro Man's only defense witness was this police officer's ex-wife, and I don't know, she may be problematic as hell every other point of her life, but for this, I love her.
Is it fair to say that Mr. Foreman, the posts about the police department, everything had not a damn thing to do with your relationship between you and Sean and why it came to an end?
No, it did not.
So the posts never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
No.
Okay. So any statement to the contrary would be false?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Right. The song that Mr. Osborne asked you about, does that song refer to a specific identifiable person?
I don't think so.
She just sat deadpan and went, no, he's a fucking liar. Nothing to do with it. I was just like, yeah, that woman was not giving him a single thing.
No.
Yeah, and the clips of Afro Man's when he's up on the stand as well is just beautiful. They're trying to make him like feel guilty. Did you really need to put them on blast? Did you not see that like so and so was like kind of upset about it? Yeah, I had that feeling. You just see her in a deposition. She was really upset about it, really sad. She was crying, and he was like, I don't give a fuck. So do they care? Do they care when my kids, were watching her stand with like, a gun to my temple, like screaming at me? I don't care about them. So yes, and he won. Oh, if I didn't say that already, he won.
I am going to listen to his album over the weekend because it just sounds like hilariousness.
It does sound like hilarious.
Also trauma, like on a major big T trauma scale.
Yes.
But
yes. But I think he's going to make the most out of this 5 minutes of fame from this trial and potentially make a shit ton of money by putting some songs out and streaming them. And he's already doing some interviews and stuff. So yeah, I hope he maximizes and makes the most amount of money possible from this. And
I might put his album on and then just leave the house.
Yeah, just leave it on repeat. Yeah, like double speed, so it keeps playing.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is it. We are done. We hope we haven't rage baited you too much. Thank you for joining live. Thank you for your comments. And we are back next week at the same time, 12 o'clock, live on LinkedIn and YouTube. And if you have any examples that you come across out there in the wild that you think, just send them through. Just DM either Michelle or I. I feel like we should set up an email address or something for it, but no one would ever check it. Just DM us on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
All right, and we shall see you next week.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.
Two-handed.